What's good, y'all? It's Ty, and I just want to say I'm extremely grateful for the love, support I've been getting on my last few videos from TikTok, YouTube. Like, y'all been going crazy. I've been seeing new heads in my Discord every day. I've been playing with more and more people. Like, you know, things are coming together a little bit for me. I started off at 150 something subscribers last week. Now I'm at 300. We just hit 300 at the time of recording this video, and yeah, I just want to drop another video, you know, talking about the assault class, giving you some tips and tricks, and let's get right into it. You know, the assault class is essentially the soul of the front line. It's the role that keeps momentum alive when everything else starts falling apart. A lot of players think assault means sprinting head on into every gunfight, but the truth is the assault class isn't about rushing. It's about asserting control. It's tempo, rhythm, and smart aggression all rolled into one. When you spawn as an assault, you're signing up to be the engine of your squad. You're the first one to step on the objective. You're the one that has to set, you know, lead by example. And low key, if you play your cards right, you'll be the person that your squad subconsciously follows. And with the assault class, as you can see, I decided to, before even making this video, I'm gonna complete everything for the assault. So I did the challenges, I did everything you could imagine, you know what I'm saying? And I mastered the assault class. There are two training paths you can go on. There's breacher, 15% faster reload, which is unrelenting reload, you see it, for the incendiary round, shotgun, and the grenade and breaching projectile launchers. I don't use this. I might use it, but I like the second one more, you know. Agile shooter, reduce movement speed, penalty when firing and moving, and you get extra grenades, you know, that can help in the field. But I like Frontliner. The reason I like Frontliner, because you get quick recovery. Passive health regeneration triggers 50% faster and provides a 50% improvement on healing. So whenever I'm in fights, whenever I'm out of fights, whenever I'm damaged point blank period, I'm gonna heal back faster than anybody else, you know. And staying in the fight is very important for me. I like to really, you know, be able to assert my dominance in the field sometimes when I'm on the point, capping the point. You know, sometimes health regen may take too long, but in the case, I notice myself whenever I'm playing assault using Frontliner, I'm very good. I'm very efficient. It's a personal preference, you know. Whatever works better for you works better for you. Soft landing, reduce impact from falling or jumping from heights, so I can jump from higher places and take less damage. And then the adrenaline rush. So this is very important for your squad, because you see right here, this is a spawn beacon icon. So it says squad mates that deploy on you gain the effects of the adrenaline injector for 2 seconds. Effects also apply to you or your squad mates when deploying on your deploy beacon. Think about that. So whenever they deploy on me, they're gonna gain the adrenaline, you know. You get the speed, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like the injector should be buffed. Like, we should get health back, but it makes you faster, and it also like helps nullify stun grenade and flash grenade effects. But I feel like it's weak. It should be, you know, it should be buffed soon. But I really like it for my teammates whenever we're on points and we have to move, or we're going to a point and I pop it, they'll get it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my training path, Frontliner. One thing I will say though is when you play assault right, you move with confidence and you move with clarity. Every push has a purpose, every flank is calculated, and your timing is what's gonna always win the fight when it comes to being an assault. Your timing, you know what I'm saying? Because assaults, we don't have gadgets like a support or engineer that can help the team greatly. But the one thing we do have is, you look right here, I have a deploy beacon. This deploy beacon literally helps my assault class become probably one of the most supportive classes. And I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna just get into it. Let me explain it. When a match starts, right, don't try to blindly run to the objective or try to get into the first fight. Conquest is one thing, but breakthrough, I see this comes very clutch. This applies for conquest anyways. You got to read the field where your teammates are spawning, you know, which flags are uncontested. And if you're the first assault in on a point, for example, if it's an A/B point on breakthrough, if you find a little corner and you plant that deploy beacon and the other team can't find it, you're creating infinite spawns for your team. You literally, bro. So it's like, you're not gonna see that, oh, I'm in combat, oh, you can't spawn on me. Guess what? You're always gonna be able to spawn unless it's destroyed. And if you play your cards right, you deploy on a low-key spot on the point. This shit is very crucial to victory sometimes, especially, as I say, in breakthrough. It helps a lot. Like, I'm showing y'all in this video right now, just if you pay attention to everything I'm saying and see how I'm implementing it in the video, you'll see like this really can make or break. You know what I'm saying? It can make or break the game. Once you're in the fight, pay attention to where enemies are gonna respawn. You know, Battlefield 6 has that distinct rhythm. Once you wipe a squad, another squad, they're gonna be coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you wipe, let's say I'm fighting 5 dudes, I killed 5 of them, 5 dudes. Yo, best believe this game has a way of putting you in situations to where if I'm killing dudes down one alley, people are gonna come from the left alley and take me out. So you always got to be ready for that, and you have to understand the game's rhythm. The moment you understand Battlefield's rhythm, everything is gonna open up to you. Everything is gonna become very easy. I seen somebody in my comments in one of my previous videos say that, and he wasn't telling a lie. Like, it couldn't be further from the truth. Literally, Battlefield has a formula. Call of Duty has a formula. These games have a rhythm. Once you get to know it, you got to use that predictability. You know what I'm saying? To use it in your advantage. That's how elite assault players stay alive. Not with better aim, but with better timing. You don't win every fight by shooting faster. You win by being there before they expect you. You get what I'm saying? The moment you win a gunfight, move. As I say, I'm not perfect at this. I be having ego sometimes, because who's really gonna fuck with me? I just killed 6 of y'all. Who's doing what to me? That's how I be feeling sometimes. But honestly, if you want to be smart and maximize your survivability, staying in the same spot is gonna turn you from a predator to a target. Repositioning doesn't always mean running away, though. You know, sometimes it's just shifting 5 feet, going somewhere, just offsetting your position, point blank period, just to cover a new angle, and even switching levels in a building. You know, a great assault player knows how to dance between cover. That's one thing I learned heavily playing assault in this game. Sliding behind crates, peeking off walls, strafing unpredictably. Small movement patterns are always going to make you harder to track, and it's going to buy you precious seconds for healing or gadget cooldowns. And I say healing even though, you know, assault, they're not healers, but you can still heal your squad mates. You know what I'm saying? It's the Battlefield, bro. You get what I'm saying? But heavy on the gadget cooldowns, bro. Heavy on the gadget cooldowns, because as I say, that gadget tool, that deploy beacon, is great, bro. And if you could use it properly, that shit is amazing. And that's one thing I can say, like, I really like about Battlefield, is that they reward intent. You know, like, even with the movement, don't mash sprint. Think about each dash as a decision. Once again, somebody else in my comments, they were asking, like, yo, Ty, when is the best time to move cover? When do I move cover? You got to think about each movement, especially when you're in the field. If I'm on a point, I'm gonna try to crouch run, unless there's like smoke or something masking my shadow, or, you know, masking my approach, bro. I might have to use my judgment. Sometimes your judgment may be off, but that comes with experience playing the game. Let's talk about weapons a little bit. Your assault rifle isn't just your tool, it's your translator for every situation. Choose setups that reflect control over chaos. Me personally, I like the holographic 1.5 scope, 1.5x scope, or the 2.5 one. And they're great mid-range, long range, and I only use one weapon in this game, and that weapon, I'll make a separate video on this, because by the time I drop this video, season 1 is going to be out. So we'll see if it's nerfed or not, or let's see if it's you know, let's see how it matches up. It might be better than it is right now. So if that's the case, I'll have a video out very shortly for you guys on that. That actually might be my next video. Yeah. One thing I will say is, you know, don't spray. I always say this. I say this in all the videos when I'm talking about tips. Don't spray burst. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're running the right vertical grip for recoil control. Know your weapon. If you're using a weapon, make sure you know the recoil pattern. Make sure you're having a balanced mag size too that can fit your playstyle. Because everybody playstyle is different in Battlefield, and that's the beautiful thing about Battlefield. There isn't just one way to do things. I can tell you one thing and another YouTuber can tell you another thing, and they both be effective. Or one might just work for you and one might just not work for you. You know what I'm saying? But for me, a tip I will give is that 3 to 5 shot rhythm keeps your weapon accurate, you know. And considering the bloom in this game, if you're spraying, your bullets are gonna fly all over the place. They're working on fixing it, but still, bursting your weapon is going to keep your weapon accurate, and it's going to preserve your ammo in long fights. Trust me. And remember, controlling recoil isn't about dragging straight down. It's about timing your burst to reset the spread. That's when the bloom comes in. That's what I'm saying. Like, DICE did announce that they're going to tune down the bloom because a lot of it is not working the way it's intended, but it's still going to be there. So this tip still applies. And if you could land consistent shots at 30 to 50 meters, you'll own 80% of engagements. I'm telling you, in this game, like, one thing I notice, if as long as I can 25 to 50%, I mean 25 to 50 meters for me, honestly, if I could hold you down there, it's over. It's over. And mid-range is where assault truly shines, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a player that's flexible enough to challenge snipers, and you're dominant over SMG users with experience, you know what I'm saying? Once you get it, you'll see, like, there's ways to kill recons. Like, I'm playing the game as an assault and I'm sniping recons. Like, I'll have clips in here you guys will see I'm sniping recons, bro, and I'm outgunning people close range who's using an SMG. It's possible, but it comes with the experience and just, you know, yeah, just the experience and knowledge that I'm giving you right now. Remember, I wouldn't tell you anything that I wouldn't do or that I'm not doing. One thing I will say, one point that I will get to, is that a lot of players, they fall apart during the mid-game chaos. When the vehicles are really starting to roll in for real, when spawn beacons are everywhere and the sky, they're full of drones from recons and shit like that. I feel like this is where leadership as assault really matters. If you're a solo player and you're in your squad, the best you can do is probably ping things and put down a deploy beacon, or, you know, try to play the most smart way you can. But if you're playing with the squad, bro, you gotta tell them, like, yo, bro, we're on this point, bro. We're on this point. I'm dropping my recon. We gotta capture this shit. Like, you gotta assert that. And it's being an assault, it makes it easy to do that if you're playing your cards right. You feel me? And you should. You feel me? You should be competent enough to do that. You should be competent enough to do that. Seriously. When your team's scattered, you gotta become the rally point. Spawn back, find a safe route, and lead the next push. Don't chase kills. You rebuild the formation. You get what I'm saying? A strong assault stabilizes the map. You know, use smoke, use the environment, use, you know, whatever you can do to squeeze through little sight lines. You know, coordinate with your support players. If you're in a squad, most people, they don't run assault in this game. And that's one thing I noticed. Like, even the people that run assault, they don't run assault properly. They don't run assault effectively, you know, because even though this is assault, I still play assault like it's a support role. The way I play it is a support role, you know. And one thing, like, as I say, if you're playing with somebody and they're running support, don't yell at them to do shit, feel me? But just lead the way in your own way. Orchestrate that movement. And that's how you flip losing streaks. One smart push led by an assault can turn a 200 ticket deficit into a comeback. I've seen it happen in Breakthrough all the time. Breakthrough's my favorite, feel me? I need to play more Conquest, but Breakthrough is like where I really see this shit shine, because you in the field, it's only 2 points, it's fucking 30 something people, chaos, crazy. Another thing I will say is capturing objectives is your natural domain because of your mission focused trait. So now if we go back, right? Few details. You see all this, your class signature set. Adrenaline injector, temporarily boost sprint and speed. Okay, this, I told you about this. Assault rifle proficiency, exactly. Run assault rifles if you're running assault for the most part. if you want this extra boost, but mission focused. This is why I say assault is very good for that. Faster progress with objectives, including arming and disarming MCOM explosives. That's for rush, I believe. Quicker cooldown for your in combat state, allowing squad mates to deploy on you sooner. So look, not only can you get faster progress with objectives, your teammates can deploy on you faster. It'll say you're out of combat way faster. Along with the deploy beacon, you combo that shit. You know how to, if you know how to move the right way, bro, it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing for you to be a very effectful, is that a word? To have a real effect on the battlefield. Seriously, like, these faster capture speed means you can solo contest objectives long enough for backup to arrive. Like, there's been times where I'm like the only one killing everybody on the shit, and it's like, since I'm running assault and I had that mission focused trait, yo, the moment the rest of my guys come, we're good money and we're capping it way faster because I have faster progress with objectives. And here's another key tip. When you're capturing a zone, never stand in the middle of the capture zone and never go somewhere that is completely obvious. You got to find some type of choke point. The maps, they do a good job at giving us the option to have those choke points. So you got to take advantage of those choke points, find a choke point. I can't tell you where it is. As I say, the most I can tell you to do is just watch my gameplay, take some notes, and just see what I do and take the best of what I do and implement it into your own gameplay. Sound is your best tool in this game. Footsteps tell you everything, right? Direction, distance, and even player intent. When you clear a zone, crouch for silence and reposition between cover. I always say this, you feel me? Crouch, just do that. Capture progress while minimizing your profile is what I really wanna, if I'm saying this shit, but I want you to get it. Like, you really gotta do that while minimizing your profile. That's pro level assault play. Cause then there's a lot of times I'm on the point and it's like, y'all can't find me. The reason why y'all can't find me, I'm not in y'all face. I'm in the cut. And by the time you see me, I'm killing you. Boom. You're done, bro. Every match hits that moment where your team's falling apart, you know? Not every match, but you're gonna find some matches where your back is against the wall and your medics are gone. It's like, where's my support, you know? Like, it's chaotic. In those moments, that is when you should step up as an assault. Fall back far enough just to reset, heal, reload, put a spawn beacon down. Put a spawn beacon down so your teammate's not spawning all the way back in HQ. They're spawning just far enough, just close enough to be in the fight still, you know? You guys could push the right way, because then you get that rally squad class active ability. Once you do that, yo, you guys are back in there. And one thing I want to like preach to is that momentum isn't about luck, you know? It's about recovery speed. How fast can you get back into formation after being wiped? And that's why I say having that deploy beacon down is very great as an assault. Because this is a Battlefield game where you die a lot. In this Battlefield game, you're gonna die a lot. You know, I die a lot. Everybody's gonna die a lot in this game. It's about how fast can you get back into the fight after being wiped. And that's why I'm saying, like, having that deploy there is, oh my God, amazing. The best assault players, they're more like, what's the word? They're momentum architects. Did I say that right? Like, they shorten downtime and stretch uptime, if you get what I'm saying. I hope I'm not speaking too like smart for you guys. I'm not saying y'all dumb. Y'all not dumb. Shit, don't attack me. Don't kill me in the comments. I'm just saying. You feel me? I want to make it as simple as possible. As tickets drop and chaos peaks, most players panic, you know? I've been in those situations to where I'm like, oh my God, yo, bro, this team has 30 more tickets and I know they're gonna make that final push right now. Sometimes they're successful and sometimes they're not. But in those moments, you gotta keep your shit together, you know? More times than not, you might find yourself passive, like without subconsciously, like you might find yourself playing sloppier, you know, sprinting more, making more mistakes because you think like the end of the game is right there. Like if we just take these motherfuckers out, it's over. But a lot of times you do that, you show your cards, you get clipped, you know? Don't chase random fights, okay? The moment you think less, the more opportunity you give the other team, you know? This is when your discipline has to win the match. Late game assault play is all about anchor pressure. You gotta hold the key objectives, you know? Don't chase random fights. Don't chase random fights. You have to play around the objective. As an assault, I would always say never be 30 meters away from an objective. Never. Because your faster capture speed can close out the win if you focus flags over kills. Yeah, like you play your cards right, you put down a deploy beacon, you rally your squad again, you guys either defend or make that final push successfully. That can carry your team through the last capture or defend. And if you die, don't rage spawn. I do that sometimes, but waiting and assessing, as somebody did say in my comments as well, I be giving y'all shout outs all the time, bro. I can't find the comment now, but waiting and assessing the situation and potentially getting revived can also make or break a situation for your team, because every person counts, especially when it comes to that end game. I'm gonna give you some advanced tips because we're getting closer to the end of the guide. Spawn strategy, right? Always spawn on teammates that keep your line of attack active, not the ones hiding 300 meters back. And I feel like this can be universal for every class. Don't spawn on that recon that's just in the back trying to get his fucking challenges done. Please don't, because he does not care about the objective as much as that one person that's really in the field. Or they're approaching the field, they're closer to the field, like the real field. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta remember, like, as an assault, you're the spare, not the shadow. That's not your role. Have map awareness. Keep scanning the mini map. There are a lot of times where I don't see something on my screen. I'll look at the mini map, and I'm pretty sure other content creators get called out for this. Like, oh my god, he might be cheating. The mini map shows you everything that you need. It gives you that extra information, where people are coming from, where people are flanking from. You know, it shows you if an objective is shifting if you can't see it on your screen. You know, one thing I always want to say, basically, when it comes to map awareness, use that to stay one step ahead of enemy rotations. Also, when you're suppressed, when people are really, like, when you're trapped in cover and you're getting nades thrown at you, don't challenge. Don't challenge. If you have a support with you, wait until they pop smoke. If you don't want to rely on another class and you're an assault, just chill. Just chill and wait till people expose themselves. At the end of the day, you might die. There's a chance you're gonna die. But if you're heavily suppressed by multiple people, try to use your brain in that situation. Try to use your judgment. If you can crouch, sprint, and relocate. If you can, you know, squeeze yourself out of that tight situation, do whatever you got to do. If you can't, take as much motherfuckers down as you can, in a smart way. You know, not in a way where you just get up and say, fuck this and get bodied. No, don't do this. This is where I'm saying, like, your training path comes, like, it really comes in clutch, because if you're running something like Frontliner, like I do as an assault, my trait is going to shorten cooldowns during combat. I'll be able to heal faster, you know, I'll be able to do a lot of things I wouldn't be able to do if I was running Breacher. And I feel like if you're running Frontliner, you need to exploit that. Heal, reload, and re-engage immediately. You got to keep that pressure consistent. If you're playing with a squad, try to always pair up and make sure somebody's running an engineer or support. And shoot, whenever you take the front in these situations, they're gonna always sustain the push. These guys I play with, whenever they run anything, any other class, I know as long as I'm good, as long as I'm in the front, they got my back. If I need ammo, they got my back. Don't solo everything. Don't solo everything. Always work with your squad. Battlefield's magic happens in coordination. A calm assault player is terrifying, right? When enemies realize you don't panic, you win half the battle. Staying composed in gunfights, you know? Walking into a room of 5 people and not knowing who to shoot first, I know it's tough, but when you walk into a room and know who to shoot first, your composure is gonna make others second guess their pushes. It's gonna make them second guess themselves. Be the player who always looks ready. Walk instead of sprinting sometimes, you know? That controlled pace signals confidence. When you read peak angles, do it with a rhythm. It's like a heartbeat. It's like a heartbeat in combat. Literally. You get into that flow state, you're gonna know it's not like, I have clips, as I say, you can see I get into that flow state when I get these multi-kills, when I'm pushing successfully. And it's not like I'm rushing. I'm stalking. I'm doing everything effectively. And every match teaches me something new. And I'm sure it teaches you something new as well. The assault class isn't about ego. It's about responsibility. You carry the weight of momentum, the pulse of the squad. The difference between chaos and cohesion. As an assault, one thing I did learn, and one thing I'm pretty sure you probably learned too watching this so far, because you're watching this video like, oh shit. If you looked it up, you know what I'm saying? If this shit got recommended to you, then this don't apply, but it will. Learning patience, timing, awareness. You start to feel battlefield breathe. You stop chasing kills and you start chasing impact. As I say, you chase that impact, you chase objective. If you chase completing the mission, those kills will come. You feel me? It's like that one girl, you know? Feel me? The moment you start chasing the girl and she's like, oh, you can't, feel me? She not trying to fuck with you. But the moment you say, you know what? All right, let me focus on getting my body right. Let me focus on getting my career right. Let me focus on the things that are gonna elevate me as a guy. Then she's gonna come back. Then she's gonna come to you. It's the same thing in this game. And that's when you know you're evolved. You're no longer reacting, you know? You're dictating. So next time you spawn in, remember this. Every push you make, every revive you clutch, every flank you pull, it all builds towards one truth. Battlefield 6 doesn't reward the loudest player. It rewards the smartest. Mastering the assault class isn't just about playing aggressively. It's about leading with clarity. When your team's lost, you find direction. When they hesitate, you move. When chaos takes over, you bring order. You're the heartbeat of every victory screen. And when that scoreboard fades out and the camera pans across the ruins, you'll know you didn't just play Battlefield, you know? You were that guy in the field. You feel me? Because I've been that guy in the field for real. Shit. I just had a, feel me? I wrote a little poem. I wrote a little shit at the end for y'all. Feel me? I hope y'all like that. It's been Ty, you know. Stay sharp, stay real, and remember, true assault players don't chase fights, they control them. Remember, you gotta control this shit. You gotta have this shit on lock. And as I said, yo, I got more vids coming up. I appreciate you tuning in. If you made it this far, like, salute to you. You a real one. Cause these videos are not perfect, bro. The fact that you're still here chilling with me, like, these videos are not perfect. But I'm pretty sure at repetition, I will be better. I will be better and everything will get better. Appreciate you for watching. Appreciate you for taking everything that you can from this. And see you on the battlefield. If you guys ever want to play with me, join my Discord. I'm always open to running with more people. Link in my description. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Much love. And yeah, this has been a long video. So if you really sat out through this, like, fuck with you. Fuck with you. Peace. I say a lot, don't I? I'm gonna try to fix my vocabulary, but as I said, that's gonna come with more and more repetition on this platform. I'm a pretty new creator. I don't know if you guys could tell, but like, I'm pretty new at this shit. So as I always say, I'm new to this, but I'm true to it. So I hope we all grow together. I appreciate you guys on this path who sub to me, who like my videos, who just say whatever feedback you can say, whether it's negative or positive. I appreciate it all. So you guys have a great one. It's been Ty, and see you on the battlefield. I have no fucking ammo, Lloyd.